What is up, guys? So today I'm going to give you a little example of what it was like for me when I was an addict, scoring pretty much every single night. Now this is the sewage snicket. It's the scariest snicket in the whole of Doncaster. It's like The Exorcist, isn't it? Tubular bells in the background. And I would have to go through this every single night, sometimes 4 or 5 nights. So I would be up smoking crack all night. And then when you run out, you have to go and buy some more, and I would have to come and do this run like 4 or 5 times every night through this snicket. As you can see, it's not very well lit. And anything could happen. I can remember once I came down here and it was like a tropical thunderstorm, and this is why I can't stand drug dealers. He kept telling me, yeah, I'm on my way, 5 minutes, I'll be 10 minutes, and I was stood in the middle of this alleyway because I didn't want to be stood at the other end or this end, because if the police go by, they'll pull me. So I had to wait in this alleyway like 4 a.m. in the morning in a tropical thunderstorm, and I was there for like 4 hours. Man, gives me the creeps now. But when you're an addict, then addiction overrides all fear. You'll do anything to get your drugs. I remember once when I was younger, when I was walking down here, and there was a bloke just stood up to the side in the darkness. I remember walking by thinking, Jesus, if I'd have been a young lass, I could have got jumped or anything. It could have been anyone. I remember once I was coming down here to I rang the dealer, and he says, oh yeah, go through the snicket, I'm on the other end. He says, hurry up though, because I'm already there. So I jumped out of the house, come running down here, and he was hid behind one of these walls here, and he saw me coming and jumped out and went, fucking shit myself. I can remember a lot of dealers would stash all the stuff down here, and I can remember one guy stashed his drugs down here, and the rats got it and pulled it out and ate all his stash. Thousands of pounds just scattered, ripped to pieces by rats. But yeah, anyway, you can see what it's like. You can see how scary it is. You can see how dangerous it is. I mean, anybody could jump out. I mean, look at that. Looks like someone's been trying to get over the fence there. An old discarded coat. And I used to have to come through here 4, 5, 6 times a night, stood in this fucking alleyway. It's covered in shit as well. That's one thing what disgusts me about Balby. And if you're from Balby and you do this, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. There's a little park here, just next to the Woodfield Club, for the kids, a basketball court. And I went over the other day, and there must have been 10,000 dog shits all over the place. People just letting the dogs shit all over and not cleaning it up, especially a kids' play area. So if you let your dogs shit around there and don't pick it up, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's one of my pet peeves. It really grinds my gears when people just let the dog shit on the floor and just leave it. It's disgusting. But anyway, that's what it's like walking through this alleyway. Like I said, 4, 5 times a night, coming through here. And you know what it's worst is when you're wired up. And like when you smoke crack, you get an intense hit, and it's straight to your head, you get a good buzz, and then it starts fading. And after like 5 minutes, you need another hit, and if you haven't got any, then you start getting wired, you start getting paranoid, you start sweating. So imagine walking down here, wired out your head, paranoid, and you have to walk through this snicket and wait in this snicket where anybody could come. You could get stabbed, robbed, out could happen down here. And you've got to come through here wired up, paranoid to death, God, it gives me nightmares just thinking about it. I mean, it's not so bad now because, you know, I'm fit and healthy. If anyone tries robbing me now, I'll just piece them up. Just give them some of the old boxing skills. But when you're a junkie, you know, you're an easy target. God, it reminds me of The Exorcist. Oh yeah, 4 or 5 times a night coming through this snicket. See, the smart thing would just to buy a big chunk of crack and slowly smoke it through the night. But I found when I did that, it'd all be gone in an hour. So then I'd be gutted all the rest of the night. So I would space it out, and I would have to come through here every single night. But yep, I'm clean now, so I've not been posting as much lately because I've just been in a really bad place mentally. I mean, I ended up the other day, I got a hotel room because I was just so miserable and so depressed. I thought, I'm just gonna book a hotel room, I'm just gonna buy a few beers and get drunk, because I wanted to get back into drinking socially. So I didn't know what I'm doing. It's such a long time since I booked a hotel. I didn't know what I was doing. They said you can only do it online, so I went online and I thought I'd booked 2 days, but I'd only booked 1 day and an evening meal and breakfast. So when I got there, she says, oh yes, so 1 night and an evening meal and breakfast. I said, no, I wanted 2 nights. And so I stayed there for 1 night. I bought a 4-pack of Budweiser. I only had 3 and I felt pretty drunk, and I thought, well, I've ordered this meal, so I might as well go and get it. So I went and got that, and I got a pizza and just took it back to my room. And this is how bad the anxiety got to me. I was sat in this room and I'd paid for a meal, but I didn't want to go and get it because it's weird. Anxiety, it's like a dark force just pushing down on you, you know. And I wanted to go to the cinema as well, but when I finally got there, it was closed. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the cinema's closed. So I thought, oh, well, that's that kiboshed. So yeah, I went back to my hotel room and I only drank 3 cans. My eyes were in orbit and I was pretty drunk. But you know, I got the pizza, took it back to my room, and then went to bed. So I successfully had a social drink, which is pretty much what I wanted to do, because I like drinking with my friends. I just don't want to drink every day. So all in all, it was a successful couple of days. But anyway, that's the video for today. I'm going to try and get back into posting regularly. Depending on, see, when I get bouts of depression, it lasts for like 2, 3, 4 days. It's horrible. So anyway, if you like this video, press the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Nerf the pap.